we've got some pumpkin patch news here. I am not going to play Meghan Markle's crazy game of putting
oh yeah, she did
the
a great
back
job.
of her head's the back of her kids'
nothing with
heads.
the kids, yeah.
Okay, I'm not playing that game.
Nancy erased the children.
I erased the children out of every picture because I'm not playing that game.
We'll tell you where the kids were.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she posts this picture of them at the pumpkin patch, and the video just got weirder and weirder. I remember the song that was in the background. Do you?
Oh gosh, I have it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I put it in slow motion. There's the tractor. Now I want to show you guys this, okay? At first, when I read everybody's comments on this,
tractor.
See the tractor
in
the background?
The tractor story.
The tractor story. Okay, so let me explain. At first, everyone was saying they rented out the entire pumpkin patch just so they could get photo ops.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, guys, that's a little even the Kardashians don't do that. That's nuts. Come on. Maybe they just got the angles where the kids.
Nancy was giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Because at first you got to find out. You
Yeah.
got to still find out. Okay, guys? And I'm like, maybe they were just taking weird angles and it looked like nobody else was there.
Mhm.
Okay? This could have been one of those. Hell no. You guys, we can now confirm the only people on that tractor were Betty and Archie. There's only 2 kids on that tractor.
Yes.
Not a mess of kids.
But how sad is that?
It's very sad.
No social interaction at Disneyland, and then no social Oh, that's
Well, yeah.
But it's like, it reminds me 2 years ago, when Princess Catherine, before the cancer and everything, 2 years ago, she brought the 3 kids to her favorite toy jar. She actually, in the video, turns to George and gives him the grace to answer the question honestly. She said, George, do you want to come back? She let him in that moment take some power, because we all know that he's going to be the king. We all know that Princess Charlotte is going to be Princess Royal. And Louis is going to be a star. We get it. Okay. But at that moment, Princess Catherine gave Prince George that power of going, yeah, and please go watch it back. He says, yeah, I really want to come back.
But we've also seen her socialize the kids, which we're going to show.
But I'm just saying, at the same time, Meghan is doing the opposite of that. She's putting a target on these kids' heads, even from the back side. I don't care if it's from the back, the front, the side. You are exploiting. You are exploiting your kids.
It's only them on the tractor. Then there was this scene where Archie was running through the corn maze. And then it just goes to this.
My God.
You guys.
That's their backyard, right?
Okay. Now, I have watched enough of Kardashians and I'm going to show you the video right after this. I have watched enough of the Kardashians
and Real Housewives.
This gives off major red flags. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Not once did I see Jonathan Cheban or Simon Huck at those kids' birthdays or pumpkin. They would have pumpkin carving days and all that stuff. I never once saw them sitting and doing it alone. Now, when you have kids doing a pumpkin carving anything, you have it like stations.
Yes.
Meghan made sure that Marcus Anderson sat alone so she can get the shot. Now, I'm not going to show it, but then Archie walks into the shot. Like, oh, Daddy, you're doing great. Okay.
Daddy.
Then there's Harry by himself. It's like, hey, sit there and do that. I got to get the shot.
I want to know who's recording all this.
That's her. You know what?
This is Meghan.
Stephanie, I got to be honest. Then
I've never.
Stephanie, if she has like an Instagram consultant, a PR person,
she does.
Then they suck, because the first thing I noticed was, why are they all by themselves doing it?
Guys, in the chat, do you really think that there is not a videographer there?
I don't think they have the money to do it, but that's my opinion. And then you see Doria sitting alone
without kids.
And she looks like she just sat down just to sit there for a second, just to get the shot. Now, I don't know I can't confirm if that's Doria. I really can't. I don't know. That could be somebody with a wig. I can't confirm that's Doria. And I'm not even going to say it's her. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing and how odd it looks. Like, you know how we always say, guys, God, that's odd. And it's like, well, let's give them the benefit of that. No, I don't think it's AI. I just think it was placed to look like there was a party going on.
No offense to Meghan, but you have not had your mom around for how many months?
I just think someone she cashed a check from someone. I don't know if it was Meghan or Oprah, but someone gave her money.
I
don't think Doria was there
opinion.
to hang. Allegedly, I don't think Doria was there out of the kindness of her heart, just to be with her grandchildren. Allegedly, I don't believe that for a second.
Mom says, imagine having no life except with the 5 people, these people. It's
odd.
like, well, it started in Disneyland. Again, that was the buffer. Marcus is there.
This is, and I'm saying the Kardashians are weird. They're weird and they're quirky and they hang out with weird people. Not saying they're normal.
They hang out with yes people.
Yes. But
they're makeup artists, they're hair people.
Exactly. Just like Meghan does.
It's all yes people.
It's staff.
Yeah.
Okay.
They pay them.
But this is a typical Halloween pumpkin carving con. You're with your cousins, your friends. Now watch this, guys. This is a typical Kardashian. This was Khloe
paid
from last year. I know. I get, Stephanie, I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to show everybody what a typical pumpkin carving day looks like for
people that want
to actually have their kids have fun. Now, the table Meghan and Harry had their kids at was insanely bare. I just think it's strange. Like, I remember Mom would put out like lights that we could put in the eyes, and we would do it with a meal, and we could do this.
You're saying she's just trying to prove something.
It's almost like she's
you're trying to say.
It's like that to me.
We got it.
Okay. And this is my other point. Meghan is trying to be an influencer, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Meghan is trying to look like a homemaker, a wife, a mother that plans things, right? How come Khloe Kardashian is blowing her out of the water? You would think you would want to make it look so beautiful and so awesome that it inspires other women to want to make a Halloween table for your children, correct? Am I wrong? Please tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
Okay, so you would think Meghan would go all out on this table and make it like, this is Khloe. Khloe did this. This wasn't what's her face. This wasn't it wasn't. No, she didn't give credit. No, this was Khloe. Khloe actually, before this, I saw a video of her putting the cobwebs down. She was doing everything. Okay. That is see, look, there's art projects. All the cousins are there. To me, it looked like it was a rushed event. Let's get everybody in the shot and make it look like we're having a pumpkin carving contest.
Are you talking about Khloe or Meghan?
Meghan.
Okay. You have the Khloe video.
Like, there's some. I mean, it doesn't. Okay. I'm just saying it looks like Meghan did not plan this out very well. That does not look like a pumpkin carving day.
She definitely does not socialize with other parents.
No balloon arch. This was the shot that was really weird. This was the shot that blew my mind. Again, I'm not going to show the kids at all. I took the kids out of every shot. She basically ID'd her location by doing this shot.
Crazy to me. I know exactly. I know.
Yeah. Okay. So but
that's crazy.
Also, you know how you guys are saying AI. That holding hands, look at his body language. His head's going like this. That to me is odd. Why would you hold hands like that?
Because I have a theory about PR separation. I feel like it's Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt in Anguilla. I feel like Meghan is doing this on purpose. She's showing a united front. But man, when they file for divorce, allegedly. I'm just saying, I just remember Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston going to Anguilla, called Backrid to get those pictures out of them embracing and kissing and holding hands. 1 week later, they filed for divorce.
To the day.
So this crap that they're doing, don't fool me.
Yeah, it's for show.
I'm not an idiot.
It's for show. But how long do you think
it's called PR separation?
So yeah, all I had to do was put it through ChatGPT, and they named it. They not only named it, they gave the freaking address.
Yep.
They gave the freaking address. I want to know if she is merching this place and knew she was going to get ID'd from putting this picture up. And Lane Farms Pumpkin Patch is letting her merch, and because obviously they made a deal. They closed the pumpkin patch.
They made it
allegedly
a cash deal.
The other thing could be is WME closed it for the Instagram story,
No, they got a paycheck from
Okay,
that.
so then there was this shot, and I'm not gonna, Megan, I'm not falling in this trap with you.
You're so right about that.
What? They never do anything.
You're
exactly
100% right. That's why I have all these receipts. Don't worry.
But doesn't it look rushed? Why wouldn't you at least go to Party City and get a Halloween
because they
tablecloth?
Tablecloth.
I know, but Stephanie, go down the street, go to a party place, and get a Halloween tablecloth and some fake spiders.
Nope.
Problem solved. At least make it look fun for kids. Instead, you've got Marcus, Harry, and Doria. That to me is so creepy and strange.
I know. Michelle Royal Daily Tea is here. I bet they got paid to go there.
Maybe. Michelle, then that's putting a bullseye on Lane Farms. Because do you know how many people dislike Harry and Meghan? Do you know how many people are not going to go here now? I'm just saying, this makes it look bad. So Betty was in front of this pumpkin tire thing. And this is the only thing I want to say about it. It looked like she was in pajamas again. But that's all I'm going to say. We're not going to get into what
Nancy,
the hair and everything. You guys can do it on another
Nancy
channel.
took Betty out of this picture. I'll just give you a context of this. Is that Betty was in pajamas, it looked like. Pink pajamas. That is her uniform, in my opinion.
Yeah, she wears
that's
it all
what
the time.
she wears, and that's what Meghan is going to grift.
We like that too. It's just a little further away from us.
And Nancy took Betty out of that because that's what Meghan wants. But this was, again, another picture. No kids, no one else, nothing. Just Betty by a bunch of small little pumpkins.
Kids in the background.
Nothing.
And then she had Betty in that wagon.
Yep.
I took Betty out.
Not
with playing that game. Again,
not today, Satan.
There are no children playing on a haystack.
We have tons of pictures of us playing on the haystack with the bullies kids.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the other times we've been there. We've been there a million times. When I worked for the Portland Jewish Academy, we would go on field trips. Yep. And they wouldn't even, you know what? I never understood. I always thought, well, shouldn't you just have it for us for the day? And they go, you know how much money we'd lose if we closed it to the public too? I thought we would have it for the whole day because I would have to go on field trip. I liked going. And then the only really kind of like face I saw of Harry that day was this, where again, he looks tired. He looks rough. He doesn't look
defeated.
He just doesn't look good.
But they want their privacy. You're so right, Gail.
Yeah, they want their privacy. But they're going to ID where they go. So let's talk about this. When Catherine, the Princess of Wales, was pregnant with Charlotte, she brought George to a petting zoo with kind of the same stuff. Like it had a tractor, it had slides and she, you know, but she knew she was going to get photographed. She also knew that, hey, you know what? I have to get this kid socialized.
Yep.
He's about to have another kid in the house. I need to make sure he gets along with everybody. You know, she's not stupid.
Well, let's also remember too, when they went to Australia with him, she went to a baby class and had George interact with other kids. So
Meghan goes to South Africa with Archie.
Yeah.
Goes to a circle group with children and toys. Archie. Doesn't bring Archie.
So we know the philosophy.
Yeah. So listen, this was when they were staying at Amner Hall. This was like, and she, like I said, she knew it was going to get out there, but she also knew he's going to be the future king. She has to do things.
She also knew that she wanted to play with her kid.
Exactly.
That's it.
A glowing kid. But like I said, at Amner Hall, she could have rented a petting zoo for the day.
Of course.
She's not stupid, but she also knows he has to be social.
He has to stay grounded.
Exactly. A glowing Kate clad in jeans and a brown coat that is still showed off her giant baby bump, took George, who was dressed in a puffer shirt and a knit hat. And then they even mentioned the farm. She knew they were going to mention the farm. It's a petting zoo, just short drive from their
it wasn't shut down.
So
the kid in the back
is blurred because George is a public figure and the kid in the back is not. Okay, it's not. And
it's logic.
It's not hard. There are pictures of her walking in with her bodyguard, but it's so discreet. She is playing with him on the haystack.
How cute.
And again, she knew she was going to get photographed.
She's not an idiot.
She's not stupid. By the day wasn't over, showing what a generous king he will someday be. George and the other children worked together to feed goats and pigs. With Kate's guidance, the tot also helped bottle feed a tiny piglet, which shows he's definitely ready for big brother duty. Now, this is the biggest, sweetest thing I've ever seen.
How cute.
So she's just playing with George, and he's wanting to roll down the hill. And these three girls see him, and they absolutely like take a liking to him, because there's something about like when you're on a playground and little girls see a baby, they want to play with the baby.
It's like their little doll.
Yeah, it's like so cute.
It's so cute.
Now listen to this. After almost taking a tiny tumble, which Kate helped him recover from, the little ladies' man insisted on saying goodbye to his new friends and hugged them for such a fun play date in the country. A people's prince for sure. He's saying goodbye to girls.
That is
he's never met them before. He's never met them before.
That is so darn cute.
He's saying goodbye to them because they were so nice to him during the day. And he made friends. He made friends. So you can understand why this is a little strange. That when the Kardashians socialize their kids more than Harry and Meghan, it's a little strange. This isn't the last time Catherine, the Princess of Wales, have done this. She does it all the time.
She does not want those kids growing up jaded, entitled. The problem with Harry and Meghan is that, I feel bad for saying this, but no one really cares about their kids' titles. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying this to hurt the children at all.
Yeah, not at all.
But Harry and Meghan have this weird perception that we give a darn about
them being
their titles.
Yeah, we don't really care.
We don't.
No
so
offense.
So maybe
like
I don't know, socialize your kids, like make them have friends.
I wanna see what the Wales kids do. Like, I can't wait to see their future, but I really don't care about the ones that
I know, like, and that's not a knock to the children, because they're so innocent. We were talking about this last night, again, on Steph the Alter Nerds Live, is that how awful all of us on the panel felt about these poor children. Of course, I felt the same way about the kids during Balenciaga. That scandal, when the kids had to pose with bondage gear and dog collars and SA stuff. That's horrible.
I mean, does that look like a table that has had fun?
No. And you know that the kids of
where were the kids?
You know the Wales kids are taking the guts out. Let's be honest here, man.
They're taking the guts out.
They're taking the guts out.
They're taking the guts out.
That's my opinion, though.